What's going on? So I want to talk about how you can self-diagnose your body or implants, AI technology, entities, anything that is not in alignment with your actual body. So the first thing you want to do is actually you need to center yourself. And what I mean by centering yourself is you need to gather all your attention span. So you can't be thinking about, damn, like if you got some food about to arrive, you can't be having that in the back of your mind. So that's probably not going to be a technique that you want to work on while you have something pending in your mind. So if you have to go somewhere, you need actually space where you can actually focus for this time period. And so when you center yourself, you want to be relaxed. So if you need to do some push-ups, some working out, if you need to do some breath work, especially do some your own style breath work. Me in particular, I like to do and out my nose and do that, and then hold it and then relax. And sometimes I like to change it up, but I like to slow down. And when everything is slowed down, I can actually be more present. I'm able to catch more things. And this is very vital for this next step. So the next step, after you centered yourself, you want to be able to start to scan your own body. And how you scan your own body is you start to feel. I mean, you want to close your eyes, or you can open your eyes, and you want to start feeling your body. When you sit there and you feel your body, how does your body feel? Okay. You know how you could feel your heartbeat? Focus on how your body is actually feeling. And now when you're tuning into your body and you're actually putting focus on your body, you're going to start to feel all aspects of your body. You might start feeling your hands more. You're going to feel everything a lot more. And so in that, you can start to feel parasites, AI, or things that is moving in your body. I can feel things moving in my body when things are that are not supposed to be in my body. So that's when it tells me I have to cleanse, detox. I may have implants that I missed, so I have to remove them. So after you feel and you're tuned in, you can feel your body. And let's say you feel ants crawling on you. And you look at the area where you're feeling the ants crawling at you, but there's no ants. That's a sign of implant or parasite. And a lot of the times, people can't feel these things because we got a lot of things going on in our mind. Like we got bills to pay, and he's got a lot of things going on nowadays. So it's like people ain't really focusing too much on their body. They're focused on trying to get tasks done and trying to survive. So that's a lot of times we don't really take time to feel our own body and to feel how we're actually feeling. So we miss a lot of these things, and then these things accumulate, and then you're not able to feel. You're just thinking. And so it's very important that you want to separate those two things. But also at the same time, you want those two things, when separate, to sync together and be in unison. So you don't have your actual thoughts. Meaning you think some shit, but it's actually not there. Or you feel some shit, you use your mind to disregard what you're feeling. Like you feel something that actually turns out to be true, but you disregard it based upon your own thought patterns and what you were programmed before, based upon certain situations that you went through, and the circumstances turned out that it can only be this way. Like it's only this way. So when you feel something else, it's not that way. So for example, we went to a hotel. The dude gave us the actual number for the hotel. It said 425. He told us to go to the 6th floor. Some told me don't go to the 6th floor, go to the 4th floor because it's 425. Now listening to him logically, because he's the hotel worker, so he would know. He would know where to go. But it was the 4th floor because it's 425. So that's me being in tune with my feeling something, okay, and navigating that way. So we're not always supposed to be going off the logic. We also have our own feelings, and if we disregard that, those things get weaker, and then we're not able to feel, and that also translates not be able to feel our body, feel our surroundings, feel our environment, feel the energy, and then discernment's thrown off game, and you get put into circumstances where you can get harmed, you get attacked, you just get into bullshit ass circumstances. So after you centered yourself and you're able to feel your body, you're able to feel what's going on. Now, for the AI technology, if you're able to feel little tiny little ants crawling in your body, if you're able to feel like there's there's something in your actual back that is actually hard, but it's actual still moving, meaning that you could feel it slightly moving, something holding, latching onto your back like a tick, but it's inside your body. If you your joints too, it can be on your actual muscles, because what these implants are designed to do is because there's a numerous amount of them. The ones I'm speaking about right now is just the ones we get from the food, because you get them from a lot of different places, but we'll get into this. So the ones in the food, these ones are designed to shut down your organoids. These ones are designed to basically, it's to basically shut down your actual sensory, your immune system. So how they compromise is when they go into the food, because they inject this shit. Like, a lot of the food has been infiltrated, whether it's vegan, whether it don't matter. Don't matter. It's been infiltrated and it's been framed with implants. And these implants is very technologically advanced. They have the ability to get around our security system of our cells and act as artificial cells and act as artificial organoids. And when they block these organoids by acting like an artificial enzyme and actually inhibit the cells, they can actually reprogram and send what information and also restrict what energy flows throughout these cells. And some of these organoids are the key organoids that lead up to all of our chakras. So some of us have actual implants in certain parts of our chakras that block us from certain energies. And when we're restricted off, we're actually limited. So everything has to be in sync. Your mind, body, and spirit has to be in sync all across the board so you can be balanced. That's how these gifts also work. Like, you could skip some of these things, but in order for these gifts to be fully balanced, all those things have to line up. So if you have something in your body that's actually blocking the energy flow in your body, that's another reason why there's a lot of blockages. So after you centered yourself, you were able to identify what this is. Before you get to trying to remove it, you want to call down your guides, your ancestors. And when you call down your guides and ancestors, make sure they set a bubble around you. Make sure they send a bubble around you, and they're going to send a bubble around you. And this is going to be the clear protection that's going to be around you when they're also doing this work. So when you call in your ancestors and your guides, you want to ask them to help you out in removing this blockage. Now, when you ask them to help you remove this, if they're going to want to exchange energy, so you're going to have to work that out with them. Now, you want to call down your angelic corps, or you call down your ancestors, but you want to call down your actual spiritual guides to help you out within these times, because we also have guides that really can step up, but we have to call them. We have to call on them. They still guard us and do certain things, but it's like, ask and you shall receive. And if you're trying to receive certain knowledge and certain helps with things and move to certain levels, you have to actually call on them and ask. So when you ask them to remove these blockages from you, and then from there ask them to teach you on these things. Now, after you do all that, we should be good. Now I'm going to get into where these implants, this AI technology, and how you can easily get it through the air, through the food. So, as previously discussed, the food has already been infiltrated and fully compromised. Now the air, they spray. We chemtrails. We already know that they spray chemtrails, and they definitely have AI technology. Now, certain injections have certain metals and certain things added on extra to it. Certain tests that goes up to your brain has implants. And now Another reason why they also put implants in you is because they're trying to get us to converge with this AI paradigm, where everything is more AI based. Everything you could be essentially connected to a computer, and you can be bio biologically enhanced by technology. And so to do this, they have to get us used to the technology so these implants actually replace a lot of things natural about us is get replaced with this artificial, especially this food. If you eating fast food, Del Taco, McDonald's, all of them, they're gonna have implants in them. Regardless, regardless if you want to say as good as heck, it don't matter. It still got extra extra stuff in there that you're not really privy to because we weren't really taught these things and these things aren't discussed. And they definitely ain't gonna tell us about no implants, nanobot technology. But any fast foods, the groceries. So, in addition to doing all that censoring, when you call down your guides too as well, another thing I forgot to mention, you should also have them help you cleanse the food. Because when you cleanse the food, you can eat it now. Now you have a thing called, washing out the food, of course. And some food you can't wash out, of course. But there's actually spiritual cleansing of the food. And when you spiritually cleanse the food, the energy and the tensions from, let's say, you get a DoorDash order, you get the grocery from the store, some groceries from the store. Now, not every single grocery in there is not going to have good intentions. The people who got that into the store only are really concerned about profit. Because if they're really concerned about helping, a lot of those things that they put in the food wouldn't be in the food. So with that being said, a lot of intentions is already in the food. So cleansing those intentions and actually adjusting the frequency to your actual frequency, your body's frequency. So when you ingest the food, it doesn't make you sick. Because you can get sick if you eat something or ingest something that's not on your frequency and you interact with it and it throws you off your frequency, it could actually make you sick. Now, this AI technology is very annoying, but we have to also evolve and push through these things and learn different ways to how to take care of ourselves, because now the updates of this new energy coming onto the plane, these solar flashes, these solar flares, the earth is heating up, all different types of beings are being seen, yada, yada, yada. Now, our bodies are actually trying to adjust to the new frequencies, the new radiation. So these implants actually restrict and regulate what type of energy comes into the body. And they basically use your body as a generator for these implants to also work. So it can also study. It also studies your brain pattern. Actually scans you and to see what makes you happy, what makes you sad, because it's in your brain, and monitors your activity, is able to basically have you in a certain, so implants can have you replicating certain habits that you would not do because you have these implants in you. And because a lot of people's solar plexus, meaning their willpower, is not there, they can easily be convinced, and hypnotic suggestions can be easily implanted into the thoughts because they can connect to the brain waves and they can influence the thought patterns. So we're back. So you also have the ability to keep you coming back because you already have implants in you. They're just gonna keep pulling in more implants. So those things that have actual implants are gonna be craving those things because it's a computer and it's gonna pull in that energy. So this is how we have to stop a lot of this bullshit that we're consuming and really pay attention and stop getting into our ego about, well, this shit tastes good and I'm gonna do what I want. But you're doing what you want, but at a cost. And it's costing more. It's costing more than your actual humanity because now you're merging with an actual system that you have no idea you're going to be put in a simulation within a simulation. We're already in this simulation. These ain't trying to be in another simulation. With that being said, I recommend you going to AI practitioners that practice removing AI. There will be classes coming soon on my end. Hit up shopisonswisdom.com. Go to the website, look in the AI removal section, and look for implants. Now I'm about to get into which sections and what implants is which. Now you have the implants that are in the food, right? Then you got the implants that you get from, just actual the air, from the environment. What I mean by the environment, I mean the environment like Matrix, like stores in different areas. Because look up a thing called smart dust, and these are the type of implants that they have. They're called, look up smart dust, and they have implants of that size. These are actually how small these implants are. They can actually shrink, replicate. They have the ability to teleport. They have the ability to open up portals inside your body. They have ability to send thought waves. They have the ability to replicate communication, psychic communication. They have a lot of abilities to really restrict you. But think about this. Our body is still operating even with all this bullshit that we actually have in our body, especially how we treat our bodies, a lot of us, how we treat our bodies, and it's still operating the way it is. That means you can still be able to remove this off of you, and you can still navigate. You don't no longer have to have all this tension, like all this stress in our backs and shit. Not all of it be just stress. A lot of it is. But some of it is implants in some of us. Now, how to identify if it's just dense energy or if it's actually AI? Like I said, if you could feel the movement in your body, if you could feel like little tiny ants crawling inside your body, if you could feel something hard in your body, but it's also moving and it's also pulsating, meaning you could feel like a heartbeat to it, something that you can just feel. You could feel something artificial inside you. Once you do the steps of centering yourself, you'll be able to feel your body and you'll be able to tune in. Now, if it's dense energy, there's going to be stress in your back or stress in different areas of your body. But it does not have to be implants. It's actually dense energy that you created from stress, trauma, and also from not stretching, because our bodies also is an absorbent. We intake energy, and our body also outputs energy. A lot of the times, we are not releasing, meaning outputting the energy that we're intaking. Meaning a lot of us absorb more energy than we actually output. And so actually stretching actually releases this dense energy in our organelles in our body. And so when you get trapped energy in dense parts of your body, you start experiencing stagnancy because you have an actual block in your energy flow, because our body is a conduit too. It receives energy and outputs energy, yada, yada, yada. But if you have blockages in your body, you're not able to receive energy the proper way because there's blockages. It's like you have to unblock that. And so going to practitioners like Reiki practitioners to get that massaged out of you, massaging that yourself, doing meditation, doing different breath works, grounding. These are some of the ways that you can actually relieve and remove this dense energy. But because these new updates and this new energy coming into this plane, everyone needs to actually do more stretching if you're not already, because it's energy. Our bodies are going to be absorbing a lot more energy because it's higher energy coming in. So we need to do a lot more output, a lot more releasing. That's why a lot of things are being released, like traumas and stress that you've been holding on to, baggages, because new energies are coming in and you're not able to receive those energies if you're not going to let go of those old energies that are holding you back. And those old energies that you're holding on to can't operate with the new energies coming in. And the new energies that are coming in are transformative metamorphosis type energies. It's transforming your DNA and shifting you back into your original code. So that being said, that's the video. Peace, love all y'all, fam. And I'm gonna be getting into some more videos soon.